Hey everyone, I'm Katie Daryl and she is Jamie Rafes. What's up? How are
Hey,
you?
Katie. Good. How are you?
I'm really good. Congratulations. You have
Thanks.
officially gone through the Cancer Can Rock experience. How was it?
It was so much fun. I was super spoiled all day and just had a fantastic time and got to shoot a music video for the first time. And yeah, just had a lot of fun.
I mean, your first time shooting a music video, like does that make you feel self-conscious? What goes through your head?
Yeah,
I would imagine
definitely.
I'm not a musician. I would imagine I'd be like, what do I do with my hands? What am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, but as a performer, you just kind of get over being self conscious when you're on stage anyway. So, kind of just like, all right, just get over it.
Well, walk me through the day. So you show up, there's a bunch of strangers in a room, and they're all there to celebrate you and your passion for music and your battle with cancer. Was it a warm welcome? Was it a weird
Oh, yeah.
welcome? What was it?
Oh, it was absolutely a warm welcome. Everybody there was just super sweet and friendly with me all day long. And just, yeah, everybody was funny and wanted to make me laugh and make sure I was comfortable. And yeah, everybody was super sweet.
How did you select your song? Because, it's one of those things where I'm sure you probably had a long list and you had to keep whittling it down, whittling it down. How did you get to the one?
Yeah, it took me a while to finally land on one that we actually do it. So I sing in a couple of bands locally, and for years we've done this song. It's called Down So Long, and it's actually a Sting song, but it's straight blues. Um, but he talks about troubles. It's a blues song. The chorus is, I'm gonna take all my troubles and drown them in the deep blue sea. And so I thought it was like reflective of, I actually changed the lyrics to make them my own and make them reflective of what I went through. And yeah, yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what you went through, what you're going through. Tell me about your cancer journey. That day you found out you had the big C.
Yeah, that day was a shock. So my family, we have a really strong history of breast cancer. And so I've been getting checked since my early 20s. So it's always been in the back of my head like, this could happen. My sister had it when she was only 33. My mom had it when she was, I think, either 41 or 42. So it came as a surprise, but also not. I was just doing life and then, doing my regular routine checkups and stuff and always coming back in the clear. So I'm like, hey, this could never happen. But yeah, got that call that day and it was like pretty stunning. And of course, when you get that initial news, you don't know how far along it is. You don't know if it's spread. And so that was obviously extremely difficult. Um, Fortunately, though, I did catch it early enough. It was still considered stage 3, but I did catch it early enough that it didn't spread. I participated in a clinical trial and was put on some drugs that are already well known and then others that are new. Um, and chemo shrank it till it was literally gone and they couldn't find it. I ended up, you still have to do every part of the protocol, a lumpectomy, and they actually took out 10 lymph nodes because my lymph nodes were affected. That's actually how I found it, was through feeling um, just an enlarged spots in my armpit. So yes, so they had to remove some lymph nodes as well, and just the surrounding tissue of where the mass was. So they pathology, all 10 lymph nodes came back, complete response. I do still have to do radiation, but I only have 7 sessions left. I have 25 total, but I have 7 left. And for me, compared to chemo, radiation is a cakewalk. It is actually kind of look forward to going because it's relaxing compared to
That was
chemo.
not the word I was expecting to hear whatsoever.
Compared to my experience with chemo, I mean, loved all my nurses were fantastic and just amazing. But it's rough. It's a really, really rough experience. I opted to do cold capping as well. I'm sure you're probably aware of what cold capping is, but for
It
people
helps save your hair.
who don't know, it's this freezing cold thing, like super uncomfortably cold and kind of painful thing that you're wearing for 4 to 5 hours, plus your cold therapy mittens and slippers to prevent neuropathy. The whole time I just had so much anxiety and nausea, and it's just you're getting injected with poison. It's not fun. And I would feel pretty rough, first few days after. It was sometimes there was a rhyme and reason to side effects and the way I would feel post appointments. And then other times it was like, I'm weirdly okay. But on the whole, chemo was way harder, way, 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 way harder. But cold capping allowed me to retain 80% of my hair. I can't say enough good things. I mean, it doesn't work for everyone, but you know what? I said, I'm going to take the risk. I might lose all of it. And when it did start to fall out initially, I was freaking out, and thinking this isn't working. And then eventually the shedding, there were like phases of shedding, and okay, I'm just here for the ride. And eventually it stopped falling out, and I'm just incredibly grateful to the Paxman company. There's several different ways that you can do cold capping. Some are like these at-home things. I did the one that's during appointments where they just hook you up to this big machine, and yeah,
Yeah.
you're loaded up with
Done, right?
Benadryl and just like feeling weird.
Um, let's talk about music and the
Yeah.
power of music to motivate you, to inspire you, to calm you. How did you use music, or how do you use music while going through this process?
I mean, I love singing. Any chance I get to sing, my car, and going into it, I said to myself, any opportunity that you get where you feel good enough to do a gig with your band, do it. If not, I have a really, really good friend, a singer friend of mine who, bless her, she just went with my flow, and any gig that I needed a sub, she just said, I'll do it. My friend Ruby, shout out to Ruby G. She's amazing. Yeah, just listening to new music that people send my way, and friends' music, and yeah. And as soon as I was able to be able to fully gig again, was when yep, let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't care that I'm doing radiation. Let's go.
Well, let's talk about the Cancer Can Rock gig, if you will, right? So it's this day given to you by Cancer Can Rock. We raise money to take musicians with cancer, get them into the studio, and give them this day and this experience to record a song and make a music video, which is like, talk about a twofer. But one of the things, or two of the common things that we hear from artists after the fact is, boy, it was a day of escape. I didn't have to think about cancer. And number two, I felt like a rock star. I mean, did you get one and two? And is there a number three feeling I'm missing?
Uh, hmm, spoiled, just spoiled.
I like
They
that one.
were awesome. Yeah, yes. The moment I got there, it was really funny actually. I literally pulled in to the parking lot as one of the employees was putting my name into one of the like parking spots signs. I was like, okay.
Beep, beep, I'm here.
Yeah, so they were like, "Oh, are you Jamie? And this is your spot."
Yeah.
Can
And
you
the
imagine?
camaraderie, right? There's so much camaraderie during the recording process.
Yeah. Yeah, and everybody was just super sweet. Immediately I had people asking if I needed anything and what I could what they could get me, and I got to choose lunch and dinner, and they took me out to dinner on Rodeo Drive, and
Yay.
I was just spoiled all day long. And the village is so cool. I felt extremely privileged to be able to go there because it's, as you know, hundreds of world famous musicians have recorded in this studio that is has so much history.
Yeah.
And my jaw was on the floor just looking at all the albums. I don't have you ever been?
I haven't been, but yeah, I mean, it's Los Angeles, right? The who's who of musicians and rock and roll icons, have gone in and out of their doors.
Yeah. So that was, and I'm a huge fan of, I guess you would consider it older music, but I love the music of the 60s, 70s, and all over the walls was just Elton John, and there was Bob Dylan and the Talking Heads and Barbara Streisand and
Yeah.
Lady Gaga. So it was just, yeah, really, really dumbfounded by how many incredible artists that I got to record in this space where all these artists that I love and like the biggest names. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very cool.
absolutely. And knowing that you got to go into this, world famous recording studio to record this, bluesy song, do you feel that you gave a performance that maybe even surprised you? Like, sometimes did you feel like it was a bit of an out of body, or you're like, hey, I really, loved what I did there, or pulled some inspiration from those walls, if you will?
Yeah. I was surprised. I mean, yes, like I was definitely self-conscious for some of it. Very new to me. I haven't done this is literally the second time I've ever done recording in a studio. So really not used to the process, and
There's a lot
um
of buttons on that board.
there's a lot of buttons, a lot of repeating things over and over, and um but really fun to watch the process and be able to have all these amazing musicians back me up. And like our band, we're typically either my main group, Mojo Strut, we are typically 4 or 5 people. And so to hear this song played with like so many other musicians, they rolled in an organ, and like, so it was really cool to hear this song that I've been singing for years and years in such an elaborate way. Yeah, that was really cool too. And Yeah. And of course, everyone was just so talented. Yeah.
So when you were done, okay, and you're done with the recording and you finally are alone in your car driving, who did you call to be like, get like I need to unload?
My sister, my mom and sister.
Yeah,
They're the closest people to me. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so exciting. Well,
And
Jamie,
they're the people who
congratulations.
understand the most.
Absolutely. Yeah, they certainly
Yeah.
they've been through it with you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
sharing your
you.
story, sharing your music, and congratulations. You're part of the Cool
Thank
Kids
you so
Club
much.
of Cancer Can Rock.
I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank the program enough. I had so much fun, and yeah, everybody was just awesome.
Yeah.
Cancer
There's some
can
good
rock.
people.
Yeah. Yes.